What's up, folks? Week 11, Bird Saints back at the combat zone. We're coming at you, Broad Street South. I'm hosting the show today for Angel. How's everybody doing today? Week 11. Let's get this party started. Mike Fuji, Gooses, everybody's hanging out today. Matt, Robert, let's get the show started. Everybody, E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. Let's get this party started. Rocket, let's go. Broad Street South, let's go. Hey, how's everybody doing today? Everybody's ready to go, rocking this game today. Big game today down at South Philly. Eagles Saints coming off a big win last week against those Denver Broncos. Everybody start chiming in those comments. Everybody, how you doing, Tom? Thanks for tuning in. Let's go out to Matt first of all and see how he's doing today. See if he's rocking and pumped up like I am. Let's go, baby.
Yeah. Hey, in the pregame, folks are saying they didn't know if you had the energy. So I
always got this energy. I don't need no alcohol, no drugs, no nothing. Just pure fire, pure Philadelphia fire. Sports fans, especially the Birds. Sundays, it's gospel, it's God and the Birds. It's family. Let's do it, baby. This is our game today. Go Alvin Kamara, Miles Sanders back in the hot seat. Let's go. Pound the ball. Come out, start throwing Dallas Goedert, Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins. Let's go, Birds.
Absolutely.
And congratulations, MV3 with your sweatshirt on. Bryce Harper, the man deserves it. A shout out to Bryce. You deserve it. You're the man. $330 million man. Hyped up, another feather in the Philadelphia sports fans' cap.
He won the MVP despite the team not even getting to the playoffs. That tells you how good he was last year.
Well, as I said the other night on the show, I think Zach Wheeler kind of got ripped off because they didn't want to give it to us.
Yeah.
We're from Philly, flipping Philly. No one likes us. We don't care.
That's right. That's right.
Anyway, let's bring in Big Kev out live up at Goose's pond.
Hey, y'all know what it is right here from Goose's Goats, all the way from Limerick, Pennsylvania. Y'all know what it is, Goose's Lounge. Big shout out to Fuji. Big shout out to Mad Max. Max, I changed your name to Mad Matt. It's not anything else. We're going to call you Mad Matt now because you are one of the biggest Philadelphia fans. It don't matter what it is, Sixers, Phillies, Flyers, Eagles, Mad Matt.
So what's going on, Big Kev, cool. up in the pond, baby?
Well, y'all know what it is right now. It is game time. It is Eagles Sunday. We're here to rock and roll. Hey, we got other games today, and I want to get a chance and opportunity to pick you guys' brain to see who you guys got. The first game we got going on, we got Miami at the Jets. I'm taking Miami. Who you got, Fuji?
I'll go the other way. I'll go the Jets today.
I'm going with the Jets, too. I'm going with the Jets.
Second game, Washington football team at Carolina. I'm going with D.C. Who you got, Fuji?
I'm going with Carolina with Cam Newton back in the seat.
Me and Fuji got the same picks again.
Go up against Ron Rivera, so that ought to be.
Cam Newton's back. Cam Newton's back.
Next one, we got Indy at Buffalo. I'm going with Buffalo, a.k.a.
I'm going back with the comeback player of the year to be announced at the end of the year, and that'll be Carson Wentz. Wow. I'll take the bullets at the end of just fire away at me because I think Carson Wentz is going to still step up his game.
Mad Max.
I'm going with Buffalo in that one.
All right, we also got Detroit at Cleveland. I'm taking Cleveland. You know, Detroit got a tie last week. I couldn't believe it. They tied last week. How the heck does the Steelers tie with the Lions? Are you serious right now?
Hey, Pittsburgh's played a couple horrible games back-to-back weeks with the Bears and the Lions.
Well, I'm going with the Cleveland Browns. They haven't been playing great either, but I'm going with the Cleveland Browns. Matt, who you got, buddy?
Ooh, I don't know. I'm gonna take Detroit. Well, for some reason, something in my head is telling
you sound like Fuji and the Eagles. You're gonna take Detroit seriously? They just won. They got a tie last week.
They're moving in the right direction. That's me.
Cleveland, the Lions had the tie last week, not the Browns. Nick Chubb all day. Nick Chubb's going to run right through that horrible so-called defense of Detroit.
San Fran at Jacksonville. I'm taking San Fran. They ran through.
San Fran, they ran right over the Rams like a bulldozer. They went in there like Balboa, just socking and knocking people out.
Yeah. Matt, who you got?
San Fran, easy.
Houston at Tennessee. I'm taking Tennessee.
Same.
Tennessee all the way.
Green Bay at Minnesota. Oh, you know what? Is Aaron Rodgers playing?
Aaron Rodgers was in there last week. Aaron Rodgers all day.
All right.
We got Daryl saying San Francisco, no doubt.
I'm taking Minnesota on that game.
San Fran, definitely. Daryl, thanks for tuning in.
Here's a good one. Y'all ready? Baltimore at Chicago.
Baltimore all day. Lamar Jackson. Chicago's
not playing.
Chicago's in disarray.
He's not.
They got to get a win. They got to get a win last week.
He's not playing today, though. You guys still got Baltimore. Be more careful. Lamar's not playing today.
Wow, really?
Still going to go Baltimore.
Who you got, Matt?
Khalil Mack's out for here.
I'm going the other way. That's a big deal. He's the MVP of that team.
All right, now we're going to start to get interesting. Hey, we got Cincinnati at the Raiders. Who y'all got?
Cincinnati.
I'm going to take Cincinnati, too. You're absolutely right. Here we go. Listen. Arizona at Seattle. Woohoo!
Arizona. Seattle's that offensive line shot.
And Russell's checked out.
Why?
He's just coming back. Just coming back off that.
I think Sierra fixed that.
Daryl's here got Cincinnati.
All right. Dallas Cowboys at Kansas City Chiefs. Who you got? Matt, who you got first? Because I already know what Fuji's going to say.
Chiefs all day.
I think
I
think the Cowboys are a better team. I think they can get a stop. As much as I hate for it to be true, they just are the better team, I think.
Fuji, aka the Cowboy hater. Who do you got?
I said Chiefs all day.
Go Chiefs.
Bet that blue team? Hell no.
Go Chiefs.
That star that's a rating and not.
Yes.
It's a rating. It ain't a logo. Give me a break.
So it says poor Texans not winning.
Pittsburgh
thanks for
at
tuning
LA.
in.
Chargers.
I'm going Chargers. Told you Pittsburgh's in shambles.
Dougie.
Pittsburgh's in shambles.
Yeah, the Chargers are just going to light them up. If they had been, I think I would go with Pittsburgh, but no.
All right, and the last but not least, the Monday night game. You got the New York Giants at Tampa Bay. Who you got, man?
Wait, hold on. They do have the Steelers do have Ben back. He's coming up off of COVID. I'm going with the Steelers. Let me change that. I'm going with the Steelers on that one. Because Ben is back.
Fuji, who you got?
I'm going with the Chargers.
All right, I'm gonna go with Big Ben too. He's back. Big Ben gonna light him up today. Any given Sunday, why not? Big Ben, the Steelers Nation's in the house.
Well, tomorrow night you got the Giants and the Bucks, so that's a no-brainer. I'm going Tampa Bay.
Oh, Angel is looking at you, smiling down from above. Boy, Angel is smiling like finally.
Yeah, because he has that Brady jersey in the back of his closet.
Oh, don't sit there and talk about my brother because he's not here. Don't be nice.
Well, he knows what I know and what I feel.
Do you think that he's a closet? Do you think that he's really a closet Buccaneers fan, honestly? Because
I don't know. He loves those Tampa Bay Lightning. I know that.
I mean, I know he loves the Lightning, but does he love the Buccaneers? Answer my question, Fuji man. Does he love the Buccaneers?
It's easy to jump on a bandwagon without riding or dying with a real squad.
All right, let me ask you this. Was he at the parade? Was he at the parade?
I believe he was. I know I was there. I know 3 to 4 million. I know it was 3 to 4 million people. Eagles
Matt,
fans were there. I don't know
Matt,
if any
what?
Dallas Clown Cowboys
Matt,
fans were there.
Matt,
I doubt it.
Matt. Yo, Matt.
Don't
Yo,
get me
Matt.
started, Flo.
Matt. Yo,
Don't
Matt.
get me started, Flo. For God's stinking sake.
Yo, Matt, was Angel at the parade? That's all I'm asking. I'm not talking about was he a fan? Was Angel at the parade?
He's not an Eagles fan. If he was at that parade,
Yeah,
he's
he's
not
an Eagles fan.
Was he at the
I'll say
Buccaneers
that much.
parade? Was he on
If
one
he-
of them boats?
I gotta say no. I don't think. If you're an Eagles fan, you can't be at that parade. The only parade you could be at is the one that we had, and I don't know when we're getting another one, but that's the only parade you need to be at.
I disagree. I think he was on a Tampa Joe's boat, and I think he was there.
He was
He was
riding
there.
around in
I'm
that.
telling you, my brother was there. He was there at the parade. I know he was. He was getting
You
interviewed.
know, or you suspect.
I
believe you.
suspect. I suspect. I love him to death. And it's not really about an Eagles and Buccaneers thing. It's the fact that Angel's he is a sports fan. So he loves all sports. He loves all football. He's a big fan. He's a brother of us. And he's not on today. So right now it's the time to bust his chops. Fuji, do you agree?
But I'm always trying to bust some of these stones. It don't matter. Could be anybody.
Howie Roseman. Bring him up.
Oh, man.
What do you got for Howie today?
First of all, guys, let's dive right into the Eagles in this game today. 2 big contract extensions. Avonte Maddox yesterday, Dallas Goedert Friday. What's your take of that, Matt? First of all,
I think they're great moves. I think the draft is interesting because the way that it works out is sometimes you get better players later in the draft. Like Jason Kelce was a 6th round pick. Tom Brady, I think 7th round pick. And so sometimes where you draft people, you kind of get graded more harshly for the first couple of rounds. But if you go and get a good player later on and you're able to re-sign them and make them, bring them into the fabric of the team, I think that's a good thing. And I think moving forward, Dallas Goedert is going to be a good player for this team. Is he going to be Jason Kelce or Travis Kelce? No, but nobody is. So I think he'll be a very good player for the team. I think Avonte Maddox will be a very good player for this team. Very good slot corner. Possibly later in his career could move back to safety. I think it's a good move.
the Goddard move. I would wish they would, and hopefully in the offseason they will re-sign Zach Ertz, but you can't pay 2 tight ends, big money when you got other needs to fill and other guys that'll be re-upped. As far as Avonte Maddox, guy's having a hell of a year, and also, he's perfect for the slot. He's had some injuries the last couple of years, but 2 draft picks from the 2018 season, along with Jordan Mailata. So, Howie's taking care of home first, and hopefully, they have like $70 to $80 million under the cap. They lose that dead money, cap money from Carson Wentz for next year. Also, go ahead.
I think that there's going to be a lot of cap money that could be spent, but they got a lot of draft capital as well, so they're going to be able to sustainably build this team. Howie gets the Eagles fans give him a hard time, but I think in a couple years they could be looking at him a lot differently. I give him credit for our 2017 Super Bowl. He cashed in and hit a lot of good free agent signings that year that really created some depth for the team that gave them the chance to go where they went.
Well, figure Carson Wentz was under a rookie contract and went out and signed out Alshon Jeffrey to a 1-year deal. Torrey Smith brought in LeGarrette Blount late in training camp. He brought Chris Long in, traded for Jay Ajayi. So, that I think Howie did lay the blueprint on how to build off the rookie quarterback. Look how it turned out winning the Super Bowl. But
wait. Am I hearing this correctly? I don't have my headphones in or anything, but
why not?
Is Fuji giving Howie props on something for the first time in his freaking life? honestly, after all the stuff that you said about that man, right now on this Sunday on Week 11, Fuji, are you admitting that you are giving Howie props? Am I hearing this correctly? Can you say it again, please?
I give credit where it's due.
Oh, you're giving credit with okay. All right.
I just said the man can't draft. The man's good on his picks. I mean, bad on his picks. But
that's the first time. Any other time, man, you're ready to crucify this man.
I just don't think he's not a legitimate general manager.
But you had a reason to be upset with him. I get it. As a Philadelphia
me and the other million people in Eagles Nation feel the same way.
As the animal of the best damn podcast on social media right now, you had the right to be upset with that man. My only issue is when it comes to Philadelphia Eagles players, even going back to Dawkins, you got to take care of your players, man. You got to pay how you weigh. You got to keep these guys, man. You got to keep.
He wasn't in charge when Dawkins walked away.
That is Week 11. That is 2021, moving in 2022. That's the new football NFL players, man. These guys want to get paid. Am I right? Am I wrong, man?
You're right. You're right, but everybody can't get paid. What's going to happen in the next couple of years here is whenever Brandon Graham's contract expires, he's done, and they're not going to give him any more money. I don't think they end up cutting him, but
Brandon Graham's a free agent after next season. But I think the cards are stacked against him coming off an Achilles tear. I mean,
I think he might be done. He might be done.
But anyway, let's touch on this game today. Big game, Eagles favored by 1.5. What's your take, fellas? What's the strategy?
Play calling. Play calling's the biggest strategy. And what scares me, Matt and Fuji, when it comes to the Eagles is the fact that we just have to stay consistent. Last week was pretty good, man. They went right into Denver, punched them in the mouth, kept it consistent when it came to the play calling, using the tight ends. You know what I mean? But see, the issue of it is, Matt and Fuji, is the fact that every single time, well, at least out of the 4 downs, or let's say 3 downs, out of the 3 downs going up to the line of scrimmage, what happens is the quarterback does audibles. He always calls audibles because he sees a different defense. So a lot of time when he does that, he always usually runs to the right? Or he keeps the ball. So that's the biggest issue behind the scenes. You know what I mean? Can we stay with the play that the offensive coordinator is calling, or are you always making audibles when it comes to the defense? If he has the chance and opportunity, Matt and Fuji, to always call the audibles, then I don't know. But see, this is the thing. This is the breakdown, though, Matt and Fuji. The Saints is the type of football team, they're going to keep it basic. You know what I mean? Sean is really smart. They're going to call the right plays. They're going to keep it basic.
Look who's here.
Look who it is.
First of all right.
Oh, here you go.
Tampa Bay jersey, number 12. You got it. I know you do.
Let's do a Bucks jersey. Let's do a Bucks cheer. Go ahead, Angel. I'm sorry. Go ahead, buddy.
Look who rises from the ashes.
Listen. No. First of all, I'm in Texas, and as you can see, I represent Philly very well. Number 1. Number 2,
Where?
Matt can check his phone because I heard you there, wise guy. I heard you what you said, and no, there is no Bucks love when it comes to me. All right?
I'm honest. I'm point blank honest, wholehearted. I don't care.
The only parade
that
I've
Brady
been to
jersey
is
you're going to be rocking tomorrow night.
I did not go anywhere near the Bucks one.
Angel, I got one question to ask you,
no.
man. I hope you have a great time.
You can kiss that one goodbye, Huss, because
I got to ask you one question, Angel. First of all, shout out to you and the family. Hope you're having a great time in Texas.
Yeah.
Were you at the Buccaneers parade when they won the Super Bowl? Were you there or not?
No. Nope. I was nowhere nearby it. First of all, it was a work day, and most of us go to work. All right, so it was a work day, number 1. And number 2, I want nothing to do with it. There might be a great team, great quality team, but I want nothing to do with it. There's no Bucks 12 jersey in my
That's all I'm saying.
None of that stuff.
That's all I'm saying.
The only thing you'll find there is a Lightning. Exactly. This is anywhere I go, right? This is what I take with me everywhere I go. See? And Slim was from here, from Texas. So that goes to show you. I stay my diehard Eagles no matter what. No matter if it's Howie, no matter who it is, I'm always diehard Eagles, number one. And even back here from not exactly the Alamo, but from Mission Church, back here, even they know it. Because everywhere I walked around last night in San Antonio downtown, I have my Eagles hat, my Eagles shirt. I travel everything Philly. You'll never see me walking around with Tampa on my side. The only thing I like out of Tampa is the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Mike was talking about Fuji was talking about how he likes to bust everybody's chops real good.
That's what he was saying.
I'm the heckler. What do you want me to say?
Of course he does.
I'm the flat out ball buster. Who cares?
Angel, be careful walking around Texas with Eagle stuff on, man. Be very
they may get you down there in the Alamo. And they kidnap you. They may take you across the border of Mexico.
They got a lot of gangsters down there. You got to be careful, man. Don't be walking around with Eagles hat and Eagle jerseys on in Texas. You got to be careful, man. It's almost like going to an Eagles game wearing a different, jersey on. You got to be careful, man. You got to watch your back. Watch your back, right, Matt?
I've seen some bad things at the link. Yeah, they have a precinct in the stadium. I'm sure y'all know.
Fuji used to live in that precinct. Every time he went to a game, he got kicked out and thrown out, starting fights. This is long time ago. This is high school.
Did you hear that? Was that the word on the street?
Someone said she says, "Nah, I wear my Eagles gear all the time."
Last night we were down at.
What's that?
Last night we were at the Riverwalk, right, in downtown, and then there's a mall down there, and we walked inside the mall because So the whole trip, the way it worked out yesterday was it was a 2-hour flight. We spent an hour at the rental counter getting the car. By the way, it ended up being, out of all things here in Texas, ended up being a truck. So the only thing I guess I missed was my Cowboys hat as far as the boots, and not the team there, smart ass, before you says something. But as far as down here, we ended up having there was a store with nothing but with Dallas stuff. And so the funny part was that I ended up walking in there and with my Eagles stuff on, I said to the guy, by the way, I'm looking for some Eagles merchandise. You guys happen to have some? He looked at me sideways, 3 ways from Sunday, like, what are you doing here with that stuff on? I'm like, it's okay. We like to share the love, so no big deal.
Angel, are you having a good time? And also, as you answer that question, I want to be able to go and run the commercials while you're on here with us. Are you having a great time, brother? What's the weather like? What have you been eating? What restaurants have you been at? Shout out to Tampa Joe's because you're not there. But are you having a great time? And can you please go and cover all the sponsorships too while you're on here, sir?
No problem. All right, guys. I'm going to let you go. We're about to go into another one of the historical landmarks here, and they don't like phones being out because some of the stuff that they have out there. But, Matt, thanks for coming on. I appreciate you coming on there, brother. We'll talk next week. I do appreciate it. Flo, as always. And especially out to Big D, make sure that the family's fine, more importantly.
Absolutely. You have a great time, man. Be safe. Be safe. Go Bucks.
All right, brothers. I'll check you out.
Go Bucks.
No, go Bucks.
Go Bucks.
No. No.
Oh, my goodness. Well, Matt, we got a great game today, man. I'm excited. It's going down, man. 1:00 game. Yo, when the Saints come marching in. When the Saints come marching in.
Right now? What are you
I'm
doing? Talking about go Bucks.
offline.
Now you're singing the Saints song.
Put your money where your mouth is.
Fuji, would you have to take a
Jabroni.
bathroom break, bro? What'd you do? Did you wash your hands at least?
I always
Have
wash
to.
my hands. That's how my mother taught me. Thank you very much. But anyway, let's dive right into this stuff. No Alvin Kamara today. No left tackle, no left guard for the New Orleans Saints. I guess they're going to be pounding Mark Ingram plus any other running backs they have. What are your thoughts here, fellas? Let's jump into it.
Well, I think we got to check. I think we got to come out and try to dominate this team. I think we try to just shut them off early. They don't really have a wide receiver that's going to make you pay. They don't have Kamara. They don't have 2 of their tackles. You come right out in the first quarter. You punch these guys in the mouth. You run the ball with Jordan Howard. They're expecting to see Miles Sanders. No, we're going to give you a big dose of Jordan Howard early. Punch. 8-play drive. Go in, score. Then we'll let Miles Sanders and Boston Scott get some love later on. Come out on defense and blitz these guys.
Well, Miles Sanders is activated today, and he is starting, so he's going to get the first crack at this number 1 defense, which the Eagles are the number 3 run attack in the NFL going up against the number 1 defense. So I say Hurts is going to have to be tested, and he's going to have to come out and start slinging it. You got Devontae Smith going up against LaShawn Lattimore, which is one of the better corners in the league, but he's had some trouble over the last couple games. Saints are coming off a two-game losing streak. They haven't lost 3 since 2016. And, I say, hey, get Dallas Goedert involved, get Quez Watkins, if you can't pound the ball. Either that or you're going to have to dink and dunk and just throw this defense off.
Well, we all learned that the dink and dunk is basically our offense. As far as right now, but as long as we can go and move the ball up and down the field, we'll be fine. Watch the audibles. Matt, what they're going to do? They're going to load. They're going to stack that. They're going to stack that deck, man. They're going to go at Hurts like it's no tomorrow. Only thing about the Saints is the fact that they just play basic football. You know what I mean? They don't turn the ball over on offense. They run the right plays, and their defense is just consistent. You know what I mean? So we just got to go and do some different things, man. You got to switch it up. Especially before halftime. You got to switch it up and do some different things in order to get the first down, move those flags.
Well, Tom Fogarty checks in and says, do you go with Miles or do you stick with Howard? I would stick with Howard and Boston Scott.
Absolutely.
And Kenny Gainwell's the odd man out right now if you're going to attack this 3-headed monster going forward.
I think at the end of the day, Miles Sanders should get the most touches. Like, I might throw him the ball out of the backfield. And
how many touches, though? How many touches?
I'll probably give Sanders 14 touches, 15 touches. I give Howard 12, 13. I give Boston Scott 8, 9, something like that. This should come out.
Fuji has more. Think Fuji.
Thing of it is, you're going to have to work Miles Sanders in slowly. I mean, you don't want to re-injure the guy. I mean, you don't want to let him one rough shot, even though you'd like to. The guy's a home run hitter, but you got to work him in. Jordan Howard's a battering ram. If anybody of these running backs is going to go through that defensive line, it's going to be him to wear him down. And like I said, Hurts has to come out slinging that damn ball, whether Goddard, Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins, Jalen Rigger, if he's still on this team in the game, but still, you got to mix it up. Nick Sirianni's got to mix up this play call. And, Jalen Hurts, his first career win last year was against the Saints at the Link. So, again, touched on the other side of the ball, you got Trevor Siemian, a journeyman who's been around for with 6 teams in the NFL, and like I said, you got the whole left side of that offensive line dinged up. So hopefully Josh Sweat will have a field day with Javon Hargrave and Fletcher Cox just collapsing that pocket, going in there for dinner and knocking this bum around. So take his head off. What's your take? What's your take, Matt?
What's my take? My take, I think you got to just go after them early in terms of on defense. They don't have anybody that's really going to make you pay. They don't have Michael Thomas. They used to have Emmanuel Sanders. They don't have that. They don't have anybody. You got to at some point start trusting Darius Slay. Darius Slay's played really well this year. You got to trust Slay. You got to trust Maddox. You got to start sending some the linebackers in there to blitz. This bend but not break is turning into bend and break. Last week it didn't. Last week we had a really good week, and I think it was mixed in with a lot of blitzes. So I think that's what we need to do.
Oh, Darius Slay coming off the NFC Player of the Week with that fumble recovery for a touchdown, and hey, I just think this Eagles defense will dominate this Saints game, shutting down their offense as far as Mark Ingram pounding the ball. I mean, no Alvin Kamara in there, that's a big plus. And these receivers are unproven, like you said. Michael Thomas being out for the year. How about you, Big Flo?
Well, I think of the same thing. I think Slay, man, he has been playing awesome. That defense has been really, really consistent. But like you guys said, I think that we need to bring some heat today, especially the first half of the game. Bring some heat, man. Change up some of the different coverages. Make sure you take away their wide receivers. Don't let them get to the sticks, man. Don't let them get those first downs. Just be very consistent. Make them run the ball. Make them run the ball. Don't let them beat us with the long ball. Because I think that our defensive line and our linebackers are good enough to, to stop that from getting that first down.
Especially in the last couple of weeks, how the Eagles have stepped up, and the penalties have been reduced over the last couple of weeks. So I think since week 6, the Eagles have had the fewest penalties in the NFL,
which is amazing. Yeah. That's amazing.
Exactly. Turning it around.
Thomas Vogler has the question: would you put Boston Scott as your punt and kickoff return guy?
It may not hurt. I mean, you already pretty much, I believe, had Quez Watkins / Jalen Rieger back there. So, I mean, I would just keep Boston Scott fresh just in case, God forbid, Miles Sanders gets re-injured or Jordan Howard, because you don't know, these guys could go down at any time. And, it depends on if they're going to go with 4 running backs today with Kenny Gainwell. I'm not sure who the inactives are yet. Robert, can you pull up who's inactive today, or do you have access to that?
Yeah, give me a few seconds.
Oh, when the Saints come marching in.
Were they marching in the toilet?
The link. They're marching into the link. Very basic football team, though, guys. That's all I'm saying. Very basic, man. They're not going to do anything. They're not going to be running the Philly special or nothing like that. They're just going to be very basic, man. Very basic plays. If we can go and not turn the ball over and just stick with them, 10-point lead. Don't let them start the game, up. That's play up and let them play from behind. But they're just a very basic football team. They're 3 or 4 downs or whatever the case may be. They're not going to do anything, crazy. All we got to do is stay away from the penalties. If we start getting penalties in the beginning of the game, man, it's going to be a long game. Long.
Is that the injuries or the inactives? I think that's the end. I'm not sure.
Yeah, that's the injury report.
Matt, read off that injury report real quick, if you can see it.
Yeah, let me pull that up for you.
I just lost it.
Oh, it just went away. Came back. All right. Sean Bradley is available. Oh, man, it's really small.
Hold on 1 second there, folks. Always glitches in the.
There we go. Sean Bradley's in. Fletcher Cox is in. Dallas Goedert's in. Javon Hargrave, Jordan Howard, Lane Johnson, Jason Kelsey, Rodney McLeod, Devontae Smith. Davion Taylor was questionable. Believe he practiced in full on Friday. He's in. Jack Anderson's out. Derek Barnett's questionable, which couldn't be could end up being not the worst thing in the world. No stupidly timed offside penalties.
Actually, I do have the inactive list here. We got Kenny Gainwell, which looks like the Eagles are going to go Miles Sanders, Boston Scott, and Jordan Howard. Take Allen, Reed, Sinnett, and Carrie Vinson are all inactive. As far as the Saints, Teron Armstead, the left tackle, Andrew Speed, the left guard, Alvin Kamara, Michael Thomas on IR, and Ryan Ramczak, the right tackle. So, hey, that's your inactives for today's game. And let's see, anybody else have any questions or comments, please fire away.
Well, with that being said, Mad, along with Fuji, the Saints are ripe, man. They're ripe. They're ready. They're ready to come into Philly and get their behinds kicked. It's a game that's definitely winnable.
Yeah.
You just have to call the right plays, stay consistent, stay away from the penalties, and the Philadelphia football Eagles team will be fine. That's just my personal opinion. I think it's going to be exciting. Not only week 11, but the NFL in general with all the teams playing today. It's going to be exciting, man. It's a great Sunday for football. I'm excited to see the rest of the league go and finish their games. But this Eagles football team, hey, you got the Saints. They come marching in. Who that nation is in the house. Shout out to Jari Evans. That's a personal friend of mine, 73, definitely a Hall of Famer. It's a game. It's a game, Mad Matt, along with Fuji, that we can win, man. We can win. We can win big. It's more than just 1 point, I think. I got it. I'll go first. 28 Eagles, 17 Saints.
Nice call.
Mad Matt, what you got?
I got Eagles 27, Saints 21.
Woo!
I'll make my prediction at the end
Oh, sugar honey iced tea. Here we go.
As far as Selena checking in, she was screaming at Derek Barnett last week with another penalty on third down. He does get them all the time. I believe he coughed up the penalty against the Chargers a couple weeks ago.
Yes, he did.
And, here's another – I want to say it. Here you go as a prime example of a number one pick. Derek Barnett out of the University of Tennessee, who broke all Reggie White's sack records. A draft pick who Howie Roseman traded up in 2017 to take. He's in the last year of his contract. Fellas, I don't see this man coming back. He's not worth signing. It's just a shame a number one bust of Howie's, as I'm going to shed light on it again. It's just the guy's just too inconsistent. Bad penalties just couldn't seem to just be consistent. And as just to say what you were saying, Salam, it's a disgrace. It's a shame Brandon Graham got hurt because he'd probably not even be able to crack the starting lineup here. Brandon Graham was on one side and Josh Sweat on the other. What's your take, fellas?
Well, early in the season, when we did have Brandon Graham, they were making the mistake, and I was frustrated from the beginning because what I was seeing was they would have Graham on one side and they were starting Barnett on the other, and then they were switching in Barnett and Graham, basically not Barnett and Graham, Sweat and Barnett at the same side, basically Sweat being the backup, even though they had already re-signed Sweat. So I'm glad to see that Sweat is getting the chance to outshine Derek Barnett, because I think a couple of years back, maybe 2 years back, people would have been thinking that he was significantly the better player. He's not. I think Sweat is. The unfortunate thing is that Barnett's not
attracting new customers.
He's not like a player who doesn't have anything. Like, he could end up going to another team and having something to show. I just think he would need a change of scenery. I think Philly is sick of him. I think he's probably sick of being here. What if maybe he goes out today, he has a 4-sack game, and maybe I'm eating crow. But that's just how I feel.
Kind of like I did the last couple weeks before.
At least you're admitting it. You know what I mean? That's a big.
Hey, I'll eat the crow sandwich. It's all right.
Oh, you never gave your prediction.
I told you I was going to give it to you at the end of the game.
All right, at the end of the game.
At the end of the pregame.
That's not much of a prediction if you wait for the end. Like I told you so. What are you talking about? The end of the game.
It's kind of a shame that the host of this show had to log off. I'm sure he's listening, because I'd still be riding him about that damn Brady jersey.
We got something for you. Ready? Are you ready, big guy?
Hold on one sec. Salima chimes in and says, I want to see our guys get about 5 sacks today. Hey, that would be sweet. Just bring the pressure on Trevor Siemian, who's a journeyman, and hopefully, knock him around. That'll just take the winning this football game. That's all that matters, is the big W.
All right.
Back to you, Flo.
Hey, are you guys ready for the national anthem? Let's go right now. Eagle Sunday. It's week 11. South Philly is in the building. Goose is going on Street South. Mad Matt along with Fuji. Shout out to Angel in Texas.
Touchdown.
Go out to Mom,
1, 2, 3. Hit him low.
Chocolate and Goose
Hit him.
Man. Y'all know what we do right here.
Watch our Eagles fly.
Fly,
Fly.
Eagles, fly.
Come on, Matt.
Road to victory.
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles. Thanks for
Let's
playing
go.
that.
Keep
That
it going,
just
Robert.
juiced me up more.
19 minutes till game time.
Here we go. Here we go, Matt. Here we
There
go.
it is. This defense.
There you go, Fuji.
All week long, you've had to hear, you got to stop the most exciting
It's like
player
music
in the
to my
NFL,
ears.
Michael Vick. How in the world did this defense do it?
First of all,
Hallelujah!
and then I tell you what, I'm gonna give all the credit to Michael Vick. We give him a much respect, but nobody respected us as a defense. Give me some respect,
Respect right now.
Show the love, Philadelphia. Now, I saw the interception was huge, but Howie and I and JB and Coach Jimmy Johnson were watching, and the hit on Algie Crumpler after the catch was pretty much a statement.
I tell you what, I wanted to set a tone. We wanted to set a tone as a team. It's not just me, it's them defense, it's my line, it's Burgess, it's Goose, all them boys tried. We came and we brought it every doggone play.
I feel like suiting up. Brian Dawkins, come here. I'm not through with you. Here's what I want you to do. Philadelphia, you've waited 24 years. Brian Dawkins, get your teammates. Take this trophy, travel around the stadium, have a good time. Congratulations.
Hey, there he is. That's your man, Fuji. Each and every Sunday right here on Broad Street South. Also, Goose's Goats. We bring it every single Sunday. And that's our dude. That's our man, Brian Dawkins, a.k.a. B-Dawk, with that great speech that he gave, Fuji.
That was exciting. That Sunday was so exciting because I feel 4 years in a row to be in the conference championship, and that time we didn't have T.O. When people think back on that, they don't remember. Like, we had T.O. on the team, but during the playoff run, McNabb and those guys had to go make it happen without him. So it was really cool to finally overcome that. That was a moment.
Remember what T.O. said? T.O. said, I don't know why everyone mad at me. Why y'all mad at me? I wasn't the one throwing up in the huddle.
That's what he said in the Super Bowl.
That's what Matt, what did he say? What did T.O. say?
Yeah, he said McNabb was throwing up chunky soup at the Super Bowl.
It's not funny. I know it makes Fuji man so upset because that's 2 Super Bowls that we should have had. 2.
No doubt. But
2.
Yeah, but we got cheated. That was part of the Patriots Spygate and all that, when they were taping people's practices and taking their signals and all that. And they only beat us by 3 points.
yeah, well, the first 3 Super Bowls the Patriots won were all by 3 points.
Yeah,
Just to
and
touch on that.
they came back and fought too. I mean, that touchdown that McNabb threw with about 3 minutes left in the game to Greg Lewis up the middle, that was probably Greg Lewis's best catch.
Absolutely.
Anyway, let's touch on who pays on the bills around here.
All right. I'll see y'all next week. I gotta run now, y'all.
Yeah, now
Matt, shout out to you and the family. Big guy, we'll see you.
All right. See you.
Thanks for coming on, Matt. See you next week.
Fuji.
So Big Kev, let's touch on the who pays the bills. First of all, let's touch on Tampa Joe's Mike Klein and the crew down there. Mike Klein running Philly of the South for 25 years. 9316 Anderson Road in Tampa. Stop by, get some wings, beer today with all the Philly of the South people. Hope everybody's tuning in from down there. Thanks for all the love you give us. Tampa. Next, Big Sarge, who's co-host a show at MD Kalu right after on Houston 790, right after the Sean Salisbury show. Thanks for our partnership with Big Sarge. Shout out to him and his crew. Tune in to Big Sarge. LG Directs Studio Sales Solutions, where you can go to Larry for all your credit card needs, and advertisements and apparel. And finally, also, your turn, Big Kev. I'll let you.
Hey,
fire
y'all
this.
know what it is right here. Goose's Goats, live in Limerick, PA. That's right, 250 Ridge Pike. We're open each and every day, 7 days a week. It's only one place to come and smoke and get the best. Monte Cristo cigars is right here at Goose's Cigar Lounge.
So how's
Also, 28 Black. Hey, you know what it is. 24 hours of energy plus the extra 4 hours. Hey, Fuji, and she'll love it too. 28 Black, we
How
got
do you
5
know?
different flavors. You can come right here to Goose's Ghost to get your 28 Black. It is delicious. One of the best energy drinks that you could ever taste. Go to the website right now and order it, send it to your house, or you can come to Goose's Monte Cristo Lounge. We have it right here in the lounge. You can buy it by the case, 28 Black.
How do you know she'll like it?
Hey, also, Frontier Cigars. Frontier Cigars, best cigars, 4 different flavors. Check out your Frontier Cigars. You can come to Goose's Monte Cristo Lounge right now and get your Frontier Cigars. Go to the website right now. Check it out. 4 different flavors. Frontier Cigars right here. Goose's Goats.
And of course, JordanSpector.com. Check out his art. He's got a beautiful piece of Fly Eagles Fly right there behind him, as you can see. It's an amazing painting. I know they got different prints. They got Bryce Harper, the MVP of the National League. They got everybody, Michael Jordan, that guy, Tom Brady, and a bunch of artwork. Check out his art on our website, BroadStreetSouth.com. Jordan Spector, and log on there. Christmas coming up, the holidays, Hanukkah, whatever. You may want to buy your significant other a piece of artwork. Check this out. Somebody will definitely appreciate it. I know I'd love to have a Fly Eagles Fly portrait if anybody out there would like to get it for me. But it's got some amazing work. He did a piece with the Slim Reaper Devontae Smith, as you can see right there. Also, he did something for Steve Nelson recently. He's got a couple nice paintings of Brian Dawkins as well. I believe they have a partnership together. So here you got Kobe Bryant and the answer, Allen Iverson. Check that out. Jordan Spector's got some amazing things. And back to the show, Flo. So I think we're going to wrap it up here in a few minutes, as we're just about down to about 12 minutes.
Are you hyped about the game today? I mean, it's Imano. It's just you and I right now going live. Shout out to all the sponsorships. We love you guys. We definitely appreciate you guys. Hey, what is your prediction for today's game? You told me that you're going to wait for the end of the game, but what you really meant to say was the end of the podcast. What is your score? Who you got? I know the Saints come marching in. Who that nation is in South Philly? How do you feel about
the
that?
Saints are marching in today because I got the Eagles winning 23-13.
Also,
and that is my prediction for the Birds, kicking some ass and taking names.
Oh, also big shout out to Crystal Clean. We didn't have that one. Crystal Clean. Shout out to Crystal Clean. Make sure you go to the website right now in order to go and get some awesome products. You know how we do right here, Fuji Man. I'm very excited, man. Again, this is episode 45. Also,
45. This is 95. Where the hell
95. Episode 95.
Where'd you get 45 at?
That's how old Goose is. 45 years old.
Is he? How old are you?
Yeah.
Are you about 45?
You know my birthday was Thursday.
I know. I wish you happy birthday.
Yeah, you didn't call me. I didn't get no, you know what I mean? I didn't get no
What do you mean? I sent you a message.
Yeah, I didn't get no card, no balloon.
I'll buy you a cheesesteak when I'm
Hey, that's all I wanted, baby. Let's get right to the point. You know, I love them cheesesteaks. Yo, who got the best cheesesteaks? Is it South Philly or is it Limerick, Pennsylvania? I'll wait. Go ahead, Fuji Man.
I don't know.
South Philly or Limerick, Pennsylvania? Who
Well,
has
depends. Depends if you like the meat chopped off fine or the slabs of meat.
Hey, okay.
Everybody's got their own preference.
All right. Did you have a great cheesesteak when you came to Limerick, Pennsylvania? Right next to Goose's Lounge?
I can say I did.
Okay.
You hooked me up.
I hooked you up. You know that I did hook you up. I hooked you up. I always continue to hook you up. You are my brother from another mother. Shout out to your mom that's in the building. I hope that she's enjoying the show, having a great time. Big shout out to D's mom. Prayers are going up, man. D, we pray and hope that everything's going to be okay. He'll be back on the show next week. Angel's having a great time in Texas, hanging out at the Riverwalk, a.k.a. the creek. It's really a creek. It's not a river. But all right, having a good time out there along with his family. Hey, and also big shout out to Matt Rogers checking us with us every single Sunday right here on Broad Street South, Goose's Goats, one of the best damn podcasts on social media, how we do it each and every Sunday. Am I right, Boo?
Also, we'd like to thank everybody for tuning in. We appreciate it. You know, everybody local all around the world, thanks for riding with us. Also, I want to wish everybody a happy Thanksgiving. We will not have a show this coming Thursday. We will be back on the air next Sunday at 11:30 versus the Giants. So for Matt, for Big Kev, and myself, and Angel, who's down at the Alamo, go Birds. Everybody have a good week. Have a happy Thanksgiving. God bless. Be safe. Go Birds.
28 black, baby.
Let's go, and everybody have a good week. Thank you, and we're out of here.